1 year ago, we decided to put in the work. We'd been talking about doing this for years prior to actually hitting record last September. And then we both finally found the balls to actually do it. We put ourselves out there. And here we are a year later, 1,500 downloads. We just passed that mark the other day. We're listened to in several countries, or at least downloaded in several countries.
Still impressive.
You guys, watch us on YouTube. You listen to the show audio. Um, it it's been fun, and trust me, we're just getting started. It's DA Wrestling, Doug and Andrew back at you. Andrew, how has the last year of doing this show with my spotty ass
Been a
been?
lot, been a lot of fun. Big learning experience to a lot of things here. You mentioned downloads. Our YouTube numbers have grown substantially. I'm still looking for more subscribers, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe down below. All those things too. It's a big help for all of us. But we are currently at 6.8 thousand views on our channel. We have 502 shares. We have a lot of likes, and we are at more. We want to get more subscribers. We appreciate all things. It is like I said, we are a growing channel. We are small, but we are growing. Join the movement. But it's been fun. It's been exciting. Been a lot of things like just learning experiences, coming over fears, especially if you're fear of public speaking, because this is basically public speaking for the most part. You're just doing your own home, or you're broadcasting everybody to see you.
Yep.
So it's basically, in a sense, public speaking. So it's good for training. To look at it that way too.
Yeah. I mean, so for those that don't know, I'm in the social work field, so talking to random people every day. That's kind of my thing. But Andrew, who you come from the restaurant industry,
No,
where you talk to a specific group of people, and you've been talking to the same specific group of people for many, many, many years.
a lot of nut bars.
Yep. I know a lot of these same numbers. But I think, you know, we used to do we thought doing two shows a week, one about wrestling, one about sports, was too much. And over time, we've both learned and we've developed new strategies to the current formula you guys have seen for the past uh, 8 or so months,
Several months now, yeah.
where, we decide to just break down each show as we can. Um,
Yeah, we try to
especially
break we try to break it down in like layman's terms for the most part. For those who aren't as
sure.
casual.
There's more like detailed breakdowns out there. Like I personally will still, even though we do a show on it, I'll still listen to post wrestling
Yeah.
all the time. I love their breakdowns. I've been listening to them for over 10 years.
Mhm.
I've met the guys, they're cool. Um, but I wanted to take what I've listened to for so many years, and I wanted to kind of put my own take on things, which is why we have this kind of very summarized breakdown where we just get very subjective with it. Um, you know, we are very used to me going off on fantasy booking rants. Um, Andrew gets pretty heated with some of his opinions, and it's fun. This is what we do. But at the end of the day, all we really wanted to do was a lot of the same conversations we would have without a camera and microphone. You know, we've always said like we should fucking record this. You know, and then we finally did. And uh, yeah, so I mean, we're recording this September 27th, which was the day that I first uploaded the very first episode to Podbean, which, if I remember correctly, was when Damian Lillard got traded.
Oh, yeah, same day. Yeah,
Do you remember doing that show?
I do. It was very rough. I sure can find the video.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it's on
Go,
YouTube.
yeah, go look at the very first video we have.
Yeah, very
Um,
rough.
but
A lot different.
we've grown, and you know, we often give each other feedback on um how each show went when we're done recording. And yeah, I mean, there's no signs of us slowing down. Uh,
As the shirt says, do the
we do
work,
the work.
and we're
Yeah,
doing the
we do the
work.
work, man.
Like I said, we're a small channel, but we are growing, and it's
We got a little Leafs and Hawks thing going on here, though.
we do. This is the coach shirt. Don't let it fool you, folks. He has the exact same shirt at home.
I do. I've had it on camera, dumbass.
I know. Not forgetting though.
But yeah, so the show that you're actually tuning into, this is our weekly Smackdown review. Um, but very, but first off, I do want to touch. I know that there's some of you that are going to want to hear what we got to say about the Vince McMahon documentary that launched on Netflix this week.
Yep. Wednesday.
I finished, I finished it yesterday. Andrew's still got a couple episodes to watch, so
Episode and a
we're gonna
half.
do it. We're gonna do a three-part thing just on the McMahon doc
Yep.
starting next week.
Yep. So
Um,
content for you guys and for content for everybody too. Like I said, it's working. It's work, guys. This is where
and
time.
if anybody within the sound of my voice has any ideas of extra content that you may want to hear from us that we can possibly pump out, you can go leave us a message you can leave a comment on one of the YouTube videos. You could hit us up over on socials, DA Sports Pod on X. Andrew runs that one. You can hit my personal thing on X is DLines 1991. So, I mean, we want to hear from you one way or the other. And a special shout out to our friend Corey, who, that hurricane that ran through the U.S. today.
Oh, that's right.
Uh,
Hopefully he's
he
okay.
told me like he got through with just a lot of rain. So
He's lucky. I heard a
it
lot of
just missed him.
not.
Yeah, no, I just missed him. So you know, uh, looking out for you, dude. And actually, very quick side note. Uh, I've mentioned on this show before that my favorite video game series is the Like a Dragon Yakuza series. Corey and I, who was on one Dynamite review with us, uh, him and I have talked about the idea of doing a podcast in a retrospect of playing each of the games and stuff like that. So that's some extra content coming from me. I know Andrew has some football stuff he might want to do. Dude lives and breathes football.
Yeah, we're looking to do some of that stuff. I know we're looking to do some like I've been thinking about doing top 10, a couple top tens, or maybe just a top eight. Because everybody just top tens. Why not top eight? Top eight, top eight wrestlers, female wrestlers, manias, Dynamite episodes, or Dynamite wrestler, or AEW wrestlers, or whatever. So I think about doing a bunch of stuff there. Top of that, I know it's been in my mind just a matter of getting work on to like which ones what I want to do first to start off with. So just going, why not do top eight? It's top 10, everybody does.
If I were to like record my own list and just send it to you, would you throw it up on TikTok?
Sure.
Okay.
You're what? Want to go? What?
You pick the topic
Okay.
and I'll send in my response and you can maybe splice it together.
We'll always place it together or something.
There you go.
Figure something out.
I don't know. You're better with the video editing stuff than I could ever
Oh, it's
be.
still a learning process for me too. It's not exactly great there. Once I get a green screen, I might be better off. Take a
Oh, there
picture
you
of
go.
Hawaii.
There's your next big purchase outside of
Yeah.
the PS5
Probably
sitting behind
won't be that expensive though. I heard not that expensive though.
you. No, green screens aren't.
So anyway, this is SmackDown. Let's get to her. Interesting SmackDown. Uh, we're gonna start though with Cody Rhodes, Orton, KO, and the whole bloodline shabam. Because there's a lot there.
I, but that's the thing. I don't really think this episode was very bloodline centric because
No,
I
it
think
wasn't
they actually
bloodline centric.
finally started focusing on the other side.
Yeah, I found there was more geared towards Cody and with the decision that he made without consulting Orton or KO. I got the impression they wanted to be consulted by Cody about what he was planning on doing.
Hmm.
Although the week before, sorry, 2 weeks ago, it didn't seem like Cody wanted to do it. Anyway, it was like he was forced into it,
Right.
you know, which was kind of what the bloodline did 2 weeks ago.
Sure.
So anyway, show starts off with Cody Rhodes. Sorry, not Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton coming down the ring, talking about how he has been great friends with Cody for years. And they have a legacy together and everything. And he wants the next to know reason as to why Cody did what he did, which prompted Cody to come out. To a lovely ovation, by the way.
Yeah, Cody came out, and do you buy the explanation?
What was the explanation again? I kind of got fuzzy on it.
It was like kind of like, would you rather be a fool or a coward?
Oh yeah, that crap.
And it's like he basically, without saying it, admitted to the fact he couldn't beat the bloodline with Randy or Kevin.
I liked Orton's response. No, it's not a problem until it becomes a problem. And then Kevin came out and he was about to give talk to him about how he felt about it. Then the bloodline shows up. And they go to them
Because
into a match.
Of course Kevin gets interrupted.
Of course he does. He always gets interrupted.
We're
I think
never gonna actually hear Kevin
I think we're gonna
until he turns heel.
I think right now this is the makings of a Kevin Owens heel turn as well as a somewhere down the line an Orton heel turn.
Oh, they're both turning on Cody.
Oh, for sure. 100%. That's going to happen.
I always thought Randy would be the one to do it first, but
I think Kevin's
that's
the
because
more recent though.
I wanted that match first.
Yeah, I know. But
But I
let's
think
do
that's probably honestly that's probably your title match of Royal Rumble.
yeah, more than likely.
It's Cody and Randy.
Yeah. Uh, but led to the bloodline, Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens and Orton, which Cody originally wanted to be a three-way, but then Kevin like, no, 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 no.
Oh,
You got
you
your
have
stuff.
your partner for your
Yep,
tag match next week.
yep. No, so
This the subtle jabs, and then what do you make about the thing in the locker room?
yeah, Kevin's. I have a feeling Kevin's going to cost them in some way, or cost Cody something at some point.
Orton and Kevin are going to make the save from the Tongans.
Yep.
Damn it, WWE verbiage is getting to me. Guerrillas of Destiny.
Yeah.
They and then Kevin's going to inadvertently hit Cody in some way, and it's going to cause Jacob pinning Cody.
Yeah. This is a good possibility.
Everyone keeps talking about solo pinning Roman.
No.
No, Jacob's going to pin Cody.
Yeah. Yeah. During this match though, do you not want to have a singles match between Orton versus Fatu? Now that you kind of
Sure.
saw it,
Give me everybody on the roster against Jacob Fatu.
I'm still pining for that. I keep on saying it every week. I'm pining for a Kevin Owens versus like Tamatonga match. Just have him go.
Yeah.
Like
I
give him
think
20
Tom is a
minutes.
good
Have
guy
him
to
go.
do it. I think Tom is a good guy to do it. Hey, I know we're getting a bit off track, but speaking of Tonga Tongaloa,
Yep.
three-way ladder match next week.
Yes. Mm. They're not
That's
losing.
I know they're not losing, but that match is going to be insane.
Yeah. DIY and Street Profits, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good match. I mean, there's no way they're taking the belts off of them. Uh,
Oh no, not
so,
right now.
but like quite honestly, like this is all leading probably towards. It's probably all like rumor has it that Cody's going to possibly be one of the members in that cage in that War Games match. If Kevin turns heel, that's your match for War Games. That's your match for Survivor Series. Kevin versus Cody again,
Round two, yeah.
round two. Right? I don't think he's gonna be in the match at all. I think it's gonna be
And it's
versus
yeah, no, it's
yeah.
going to be Sammy. And this whole new layer of story got added with Jay winning the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, you can see someone in the bloodline probably costing Jey Uso that title in some way, shape, or form. I don't think he's gonna hold it long.
Only if Jay gets involved.
Yeah, I don't think Jay's gonna hold that very long, to be honest with you. I mean, we'll find out what happens, but like we were kind of shocked by the fact that this all happened on Monday. So we'll have to see what happens going on with that. Uh, but no, like Bloodline ends up winning tonight. With a lot more dissension after it. Kevin Owens nearly going at Cody, like hard.
Yeah, but I mean, important context for our listeners who may not have watched SmackDown. Jacob Fatu pulled or pushed Cody into the referee when Owens hit Solo with the stunner,
Yep.
which allowed Jacob to run around, hit a couple super kicks, and Solo picked up the win.
I love how they present Jacob Fatu. Just a beast.
Just wreck shit.
Yeah.
Give me him and Bronson Reed.
Him and Braun Reed or him and Braun Breaker.
Give me like Jacob versus Braun, and Bronson, and
Yeah.
all the Brawns.
And I still look at I should go on WWE.com and pick up that Samoan werewolf shirt. Love that shirt. It's awesome. I haven't been that impressed with those shirts since Roman Reigns came with God mode. Great shirt.
I really should have copped that.
Yeah, I mean, you can always go to WWE.com and pick it up.
Yeah, maybe. But what was
That's
I
a
gonna
good
say?
idea.
Yeah. So eventually they did kind of dissolve it. They kind of hugged it out.
Yep.
They let cooler heads prevail. This is gonna happen maybe one or two more times.
Yeah.
Owens is gonna drop him.
Yeah, I think Owen's gonna get really fed up and just drop Cody.
Yeah.
Like, I'm wondering if it's gonna be a stunner or it's gonna be a pop-up powerbomb, very similar to the way he did to John Cena years ago.
So I mean, moving on, there was two other matches on this show that were really good,
Yeah.
and one that was kind of mediocre.
Yep.
The way I look at it, we already talked about the ladder match next week, so there's about four things I want to cover here.
Sure.
And you can let me know if I missed anything. But Bayley Naomi, really good match. Bayley gets Nia bad blood
Yeah, I was a
in
little
the meet.
I was a little surprised by that. I thought I, I was really thought
Bayley finally gets a rematch.
it's true, but I really thought next week because I mentioned last week's episode that I thought maybe this might go to a triple threat. I'm a little surprised it didn't have interference by Nia or Tiffany Stratton in it. Mind you, Tiffany Stratton did well, kind of provoke Naomi to a match next week, and Tiffany Stratton looks like they're gonna keep Nia heel, and Tiffany's gonna be the one that turns face because Nia was getting
Breaks
very
away.
physical with Stratton.
Yeah. So I think Well, because you see, it's like a reoccurring thing for Nia.
Yeah.
She always has these friends,
Who tend to
but
turn
then
on
when she
her.
starts, but then when she starts, like when things aren't going her way, she takes her frustrations out on her friends.
Yeah.
You've seen this with Nia Jackson,
Shayna
Sonya,
Baszler.
Shayna Baszler. Thank you. I almost said Sonya Deville.
Y-
Um, but you're seeing it again with Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
Uh, and this is going to be a slow build. Like Tiffy's going to cash in again, probably Survivor Series, maybe the Royal Rumble.
Seems like she might, the way they're just looking right now tonight, the way she was choking Stratton, sounds like Tiffany might cash in at Bad Blood. It looks like it.
Possibility too.
I mean, like the fact that the look on Stratton's face after Nia let go of her throat, was that was a look of I'm going to cash in on you just
Oh
to
yeah,
just to prove a point. So I mean, we'll have to see what goes on with that one.
Andrade, Carmelo.
Okay,
I mean, I'm kind of getting, I'm kind of getting like, okay, I've seen this before with this pairing.
yeah, they're probably gonna go 7
You would think it has to like
at this
finish at
point. Yeah,
7
but I think
because they were even talking about it on commentary.
yeah, they did. They mentioned on commentary today, and they gotta really this is a match. I'm like Carmelo versus LA versus Andrade 3-way for this match is a very big possibility.
So here's what I think is going to happen
Sure.
next. I think that Carmelo is going to get a shot at LA Knight, but Andrade is going to cost Carmelo,
That makes sense.
right? And then because LA Knight's beefing with both of them,
Yeah,
that's where the triple threat comes in. It's not.
probably Survivor Series.
It's a yeah, exactly. It's a long enough story you can carry it to Survivor Series.
Did you see that reversal that Melo did with Andre off the ropes into like a cutter?
So he did like the pop up cutter in the ring, but then he did like the avalanche version. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the one like they were both on the ropes. Andrade was gonna
The
suplex him.
avalanche cutter.
He was gonna suplex
Yeah,
him, and then he turned into like a cutter.
yeah,
That was pretty
yeah.
sick.
That was a pretty sick reversal.
Yeah. Like
Um,
to be honest, I love.
Andrade continues to do the Judas effect better than Chris Jericho.
I've noticed a few things though recently over the past number of weeks, especially with Andrade. Now I've been known that I've liked Andrade quite a lot. Um, I've noticed though too, the fans are really starting to get more and more behind Andrade the more he
Oh
wrestles
yeah,
Carmelo.
this feud with Mello, and I mean remember this all started at Money in the Bank in July,
Yeah,
dude. Dude, October 1st is like 4 days away.
like yeah, I mean those guys, like I mean, seeing it like they put on a great match. Every match they've done, whether you want to say you're tired of seeing them or not, has been good. Like it's not like they've been bad matches.
No, no, they range between good and excellent.
Yeah. Like remember when they did the best of 5 or best of 7 with Sheamus and Claw and Cesaro,
Cesaro,
right? Like they were good, but some were kind of just dragged on. Whereas every
but
match here has been
they
really good.
also did they did best of 5 with
Yeah.
Cena and Booker back in the day. They did a best of 7 with Booker and Benoit.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah. Well, we mentioned Benoit.
yeah, well,
No, but
we'll
I
end
mean,
up talking.
look,
We're gonna end up talking about Benoit when we talk about this Vince stuff.
look, the thing is though, too, right? As far as Benoit goes, forget about that. When you want to talk about his wrestling, you can't deny the fact that he was one of the best wrestlers on the planet at one point. Now, mind you,
True.
that's mind you, all
In
this
his
other
day,
stuff takes over. But
yes, in his day, one of the best in the world.
yeah,
But once that happened, you'll never be able to separate
And
art from
that,
artist.
yeah, and that's kind of the that's kind of the crap part. Like,
Oh well,
I mean, if he would have went by suicide, we'd be having a different conversation.
he did,
Well,
but
sorry.
he took two others with him.
Yeah, sorry. I should have mentioned that first.
Listen, let's table this for now
Yeah,
because we're gonna talk about Benoit when we talk about the Vinstock.
yeah. I haven't got to that part
Um,
yet. But I did notice
it's
something in the
I'm just letting you know it's the beginning of episode 6.
all right, cool. Because I know like I was in episode 5, we just finished talking about um Owen Hart in episode at the end of episode 4.
Don't worry, we'll dive deep into that
We'll
too.
dive into that too, because there's a few things in
That
there that
episode
I didn't know.
five, that episode 5-6 part's gonna be a long one because we got to cover Owen Hart and Chris Benoit.
Yeah, because I didn't realize there's something that happened in that during that time period that I didn't even realize really happened because it was interesting. But yeah, but
And you were
we'll
also
get more
young at
into
the
that.
time. You were young.
But
You were young. It was 1999.
yeah, I was very young. I plus the internet wasn't really what it is now. There was still only
Exactly.
papers.
But
No,
but anyways, we'll get into this another time.
yeah,
So we covered Andrade, LA Knight, and all that. We covered Naomi and Bayley and Nia Jax.
Meechin
AJ
and
Styles, AJ Styles is coming back this
he is. I'm
week.
excited to
And
see what he does here. If they're gonna kind of do an OC thing or anything now, or
no, no, no. I think he
probably
made
just
it clear he's
Styles.
done. I think he made it clear he's done with the OC.
It's fine. Now,
But I
now
think
AJ's contract is apparently coming up soon.
I don't know, but he's ready to retire, dude.
Yeah, I think
He
AJ,
al- he already said when he signed this new extension, which was like 2 years ago,
yeah,
this was his last contract. He's already 45.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, he doesn't look 45.
No, he doesn't, but
Body
like
may feel 45
he
though.
he has like I'm not putting words in his mouth, but
No.
he has stated in the past he doesn't know how much longer he wants to do this.
Well, what's funny is though too, you mentioned that too, right? That Cody has said too, he's not going to retire. He wants to retire at 40. Now that extension he signed brings him past 40.
Exactly.
So, I mean, anything can happen in the world of wrestling. We've all seen it before. So it's
Yeah.
possible. Anything's possible.
Yeah, but and I mean Orton said he wants to wrestle till he's 50. So,
That
you know,
that depends on how long that back holds up.
oh, I know. But the point is like they will find stuff for him to do so long as he wants to wrestle.
Yep, for sure.
Because he's that versatile of a talent.
For sure.
Simple as that. And then yes, Mishin and Piper Niven. Chelsea Green came out with a trash can that stunk, apparently. Um, which made it really funny because she came out like that right after I watched a video on Matt Cardona's Twitter
Yeah,
where she was basically gagging because he farted in the car.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so basically Chelsea kept getting involved, getting involved, getting involved. Eventually, Mishin just stomped out Chelsea for good, and then caught Piper coming back into the ring with an 8 defeat, picked up the win. Next week is the dumpster match between Chelsea Green and Mishin.
Misha's gonna win.
I believe so.
So isn't
They have a loaded SmackDown before Bad Blood.
yeah,
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, Bad Blood starts at 6 p.m. on October 5th, not 7.
next week, isn't it?
It's next Saturday, buddy.
Ooh. Oh, really?
Are you off?
I am only daytime that day, my friend. I will be watching Bad Blood.
Live. Wow.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow. I gotta work that day too. I'll basically get home with about 20 minutes to spare before the show starts.
Oh, well, you're in Hamilton. You might as well just swing by my place. Just stay over, just have food.
We'll
Good,
talk about it.
good.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, you really could actually.
It'll depend on how I feel that day.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Well, that is SmackDown, guys. Well, follow us for more info and all that stuff too. We will be talking Vince McMahon's documentary over the next probably
Couple of
sometime
weeks.
next week. We'll be talking over it just to get everything going because there's a lot to talk about there, a lot of stuff to dissect and go through it and just what the hell was he thinking of some things? Because some of the stuff now,
And listen, after watching this, it already like I already had a pretty good idea, but this just certified the fact that Vince McMahon is a vile piece of shit.
well,
But he has his reasons, and
he uses the term I found a lot, especially in the past couple episodes I watched, character. Like, no, some of the stuff you did. Look, I grant at the time it was acceptable or kind of like a lot different. But you look at the things though now, Jesus.
there's some good insights from a bunch of different people. Like I didn't expect them to have Phil Mushnick on
No,
the dock.
no,
I didn't expect them to have Meltzer on the dock.
I didn't think that. I didn't expect to have Trish there. Like Trish was on it. Like I wasn't expecting Trish at all.
I was actually expecting Roman at some point, but no.
Yeah, well, I haven't got that far yet. But like Tony Atlas was kind of like, I mean, Tony Atlas made it very clear. Vince doesn't see color; he just sees green.
Yep.
Interesting, considering the fact he's been known as be called, he's been called a lot of things. Racist is one of them. So,
On that note,
yeah,
let me get us out of here.
yeah, get us out of here.
Thank you for listening for the last entire year. That still blows my mind. Uh,
Went fast.
if you're listening to us on Spotify, Podbean, and soon to be Apple, please head over to YouTube, DA Wrestling Podcast. If you are on YouTube, why don't you go find us on one of the three platforms I just mentioned, and
DA Wrestling,
socials.
folks. DA Wrestling. We took out the pod.
Oh, we did.
Via YouTube. For I just I said DA Wrestling now.
Oh, okay, cool,
Just easier to put down.
sure, it's all good.
And there's enough
Um,
content to justify finding us there right away.
Follow the show, Instagram, DA Sports Podcast, DA Sports Pod on X, East Purcell 1982 on X, Andrew DA Sports on TikTok, I'm D Lines 1991 on X. We'll catch you later.
Bring back an old line now. Lingani Liviosa.